Hello and welcome to the series on the dark language, where me, Maxim, the co-founder of Reify Academy, and my other co-founder, Cordelia, will drive you through this new exciting language called the dark. As we're publishing this is still in alpha, so when you see these videos, the editor itself might change a bit, some things might change, but it will help you to get a general overview of what the language is and how to use it. So let's first of all look at what dark lang is and how do we find more information about it. Is if you go to darklang.com. Now it's not very informative because they're still in beta, as you see. But as it's gonna get launched, you should see more and more information here, probably links to the docs. So refer to darklang.com for the latest information and updates and join the mailing list. The main idea of the dark language is that it's a functional language which runs on the infrastructure which provided by the company behind the dark, and everything you do here runs automatically, instantly, without you deploying anything, pushing it to anything like GitHub or anything like this. So let me show you a simple hello world example. So this allows to create a new HTTP handler, and we just define which route we want to use, which is the default route, and which verb we want to use for this. So let's use get. And we can just simply say that we want a variable which is going to hold our result, and this is going to return hello world. And then we're just going to return this result from here. As you can see, it keeps showing me this thing on the left, but we can actually click on this one and we can go and say open a new tab. And when we do this, this is the actual real life HTTP handler. You can use, this is my link, you will have a bit different link. So if we change this route to, let's say we want to do hello, for example, and so here we change this to hello. Now it says hello here, but if we go back to the original route, we get nothing, we get 4. So this is a real HTTP handler which is about 2 lines of code. It's not very interesting while it's just doing hello world. So let's add some more logic here. So let's say we want to add a name here, for example, and let's say we want to just give it some name. For now it does nothing. So usually what happens in this scenario when you are dealing with Node or Ruby or practically any language, you will be trying to guess what your input looks like, where is the query string, where is all these things happening. The uniqueness of dark is in the fact that it allows us to easily see what we're working with. And let me show you an example of this. So if we have a request, as you can see, as soon as I type request, it gave me all of this. So this is actual real request that just happened in the browser. And as you can see, there's this thing called query params here. So what I can do is I can just type request, query params, and oops, I cannot type query params properly. And then we can actually type a name here. And as soon as we give the name to this, so let's call it name. So this field right now has the name. For some reason it doesn't show me this. Keep in mind it's still beta. This name now there holds the name that we passed in here. And we can see it by either running this or we can actually run it right from here. So right now nothing will actually change in terms of this output, but let me just refresh this page. Okay, so as you can see, it says hello world again, but this name part now will say name John, and the name itself is John. So what we can do is we can add this to our hello world. So we just add the name here, and you can see we're missing a space here, and now it says hello world John. So as you can see, when I hover over things here, you can actually see what it looks like as the end result. So this is the end result. You cannot really see every variable. So name usually would show up here. I'm not sure why it doesn't. And if we refresh, now we can see hello world John. So this is quite an easy scenario. Let's say if we want to change something. Let's say we went and actually we changed this to a token John. Oh, that caused an error, as you can see. So that error was just actually registered. As you can see here, there's this one red. So red means it ran with an error. And we can see an error here. It says that the plus was called with the wrong parameter. The value was null, and we expected the string. So this was null. As you can see, it says it's null, and it doesn't work if we're trying to extract the name here. So we can kind of do multiple things here. The easiest one I find is just we can wrap this in if condition, and we say if our name is not equal null, then we do this, and otherwise we just return hello world, a normal one. And when we run this again, which we can, let's just rerun it here. See, it says hello world now, and as soon as we put the name here, now it tells hello world John. When you're trying to evaluate this, you see I'm hovering over here, it's trying to evaluate this part. Obviously it can't because this is null, and that's why it's giving us the error. But if we look at the whole thing, it's not this, it's not erroring out, it's just telling us hello world. And if we look at the other request where we had the name, it tells us hello world John. So we can change the logic, and we can see how the logic affects in real time without rerunning requests all the time. You know how you switch when you're doing any server-side development, you switch between running tests and trying to execute, trying to figure out what happened, putting console logs, putting debuggers everywhere. You don't need to do this with Dark. And that's, I think, is the beauty of this language. So we're gonna dive deeper into how to use it, how to use this editor, and how to use all these features that we just saw in a very simple hello world handler. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.